Hi there. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to ask you an important question. Are you wondering why your hard work isn't reflecting in your bank account? If so, I've got something that could change the game for you. With my Digital Product Accelerator one-on-one coaching program, I'm on a mission to help entrepreneurs like you bank consistent revenue without sacrificing your time or sanity. Imagine shifting from 90% client-facing work to enjoying consistent revenue from your digital products, all while reclaiming your time. You already know that you don't need another course, and a one-size-fits-all approach isn't going to cut it. What you need is a strategic, long-term plan tailored just for you. So if you're ready to build the profitable, freedom-giving business you've dreamed of, apply to work with me by going to destinycop.com/apply. I cannot wait to learn more about you and your business. Welcome to the Course Creators MBA podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Destiny Cop, and I help business owners increase their revenue with digital products and evergreen sales funnels. In this podcast, we go deep into the product and marketing strategies for digital product creators. We cover everything from digital product creation, how to market and sell your digital products, and just as important, how to find your ideal customer. Before I begin our show today, I want to let you know that this episode is sponsored by our popular Evergreen Funnel program, which helps you turn your digital product, which is your online course or membership, into a revenue-generating machine with an evergreen sales funnel that runs on autopilot. You can learn more about the Evergreen Funnel by visiting the link in the show notes. Let's jump right into our show. Today in our podcast episode, I'm going to be talking about a different type of online course that's not only easy to create, but has high student engagement due to their accessibility and convenience. And that is an audio course. But before you go out and create your next audio course, I want you to understand what type of course works well as an audio course and the tools to use so you can create an audio course that gets results. And you may be asking, Destiny, what is an audio course? So an audio course is simply a course like any other course out there, but it's delivered in audio-only form. It's just like listening to a podcast episode, very similar to what you're doing right now. But audio courses can be more convenient for students because they can learn on the go while they're walking their dog, while they're working out, commuting in their car, taking their kids to school, maybe even working around the house. But for you as an online course creator, an audio course can be very easy to create. You're not going to have to show your face while you're, recording your videos. You're not going to have to create any slides to use to teach your students. You only need to record your course audio and then upload your lessons into your audio platform. So your students will access your course audio lessons via their podcast platform. So whatever they typically use, maybe use Apple Podcasts, maybe use Google Podcasts or Spotify, and those new lessons are automatically uploaded into their podcast player. So let's talk about what type of course topics work well as an audio course. And I just want you to know there are many different types of course topics that will work well for an audio only course. So if you are teaching a concept that does not require you to demonstrate via video, then this is a candidate for an audio course. So, perfect candidates for audio courses include topics where you're helping students maybe with like mindset challenges, maybe you're encouraging them, or providing guidance and instruction that does not require visual learning. You can also develop a hybrid course where some of that content is delivered via audio and some of that content is delivered via video. So, the next question that you may have is, how long should an audio course lesson be? So, going back to what we talked about a few minutes ago, so your students will listen to your course while they're commuting in their car, working out, walking their dog. So, when you think about that and you look at the studies that have been done, and I'm going to talk about them in just a second, this means that your audio course lessons can be a little bit longer than what your video content can be. So, according to a research study, we know that the average commute in the US is 26 minutes long. We also know that the ideal workout length, as recommended by the Department of Health and Human Services, we know that is 30 minutes. So, based on this information and as a general guideline, your course audio lessons should be around 30 minutes or less. And I want you to compare this to the recommended video length for online courses. And this is based on a study that was conducted by MIT, and they found that video length for online courses should be 6 minutes or less per lessons. So you can definitely keep the attention of your students much longer with an audio course. So let's move right in and talk about the tools that you will need for creating your audio course. And I'm going to give you a quick hint. You probably already have some of these right now. So tool number one is a voice memo app. Now, you probably already have this on your phone right now. So if you have an iPhone, it is in the utilities folder, and this voice memo app functions as a portable recording device. So to use it, you simply have to hit the red button and then start recording your course videos. It is super, super simple. I'm actually using it right now to record this podcast episode. Now, tool number two is a wired headset microphone. So you can use the one that came with your iPhone. So the little white earbuds that came with your phone, you can use those to record your course audio lessons. The only thing that you'll want to keep in mind is you'll want to keep the little microphone closer to your mouth rather than near your chest. And you'll want to make sure you get into, a very quiet place to record your course lessons, maybe a closet, maybe, a car that's very quiet, if you have a very noisy house, but you just want to make sure that you don't have a lot of background noise there. Tool number three is Hello Audio. And I definitely believe that Hello Audio is a must-have tool for delivering a high-quality audio course. And I believe that the best feature with Hello Audio is the student experience they provide in how they allow the students to access their audio course. So basically what happens is when you upload your course content to their platform and you give your paying students a link to access the audio content, they're going to be able to access it via their podcast player. So maybe you're listening to this podcast episode on Apple Podcast or Google Podcast or Spotify. It doesn't matter. Whatever podcast player you're using, and there are some limitations there. They have a few select ones that your students can use, but it will go directly into your podcast player and they will subscribe to your private podcast feed. And I do want to make sure that you are aware that this is a private podcast feed. So not everybody out there on Google Podcast or Apple Podcasts will be able to search for it and get access to your feed. So only your students that you give access to will be able to access your online course content. So there you go. It is super easy to create your audio course. You can use it and just record your course lessons, very similar to what I'm doing now. Upload them into your course platform. If you're using Hello Audio, it's just a drag and drop, just upload it and your students will get access to your course content. Now, I'm going to give you a link in the show notes so you can learn more about how to do this with Hello Audio. And I do have a link for a free trial if you just want to play around with it and test it out. If you have any other questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram or reach out on LinkedIn. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have about creating your audio course. Bye for now. Thanks for listening all the way to the end. If you found value in this episode, I'd love a quick review on whatever podcast platform you're listening on. If you don't know what to say in the review, just say, Destiny, I loved your episode on whatever topic you're listening to. This will help us get our content out to more people just like you. Have a great rest of your day and bye for now.